Hello, all my fluid art friends. Let me get my chat up. So, hello, everybody. It's always this way because I have to bring it up on my slow computer. So, I'll be with you in 1 second. Okay, there's my channel. And let me see. And there is my live. And that's okay. People will come strolling in, I think. Well, it's 6:31. Where is everybody? Well, I'm going to start mixing resin. Y'all will come in when you come in, I guess. Well, let me start mixing my resin, and I bet you 10 to 1 as soon as I get my hands sticky, somebody will come in. I don't know how much resin I'm going to need for getting my chat up there so I can see it. I am doing coasters today. I did finally remember to put the links below for the interlocking coasters. And this is a 6-piece set. I don't know how it's going to look. Oh, hello, Blair. Yeah, you little whippersnapper, you. No volume. Okay. Hang on a second. Let me see what's going on with my volume. Can anybody hear me? Oh, I see volume. Okay, Brenda, check your phone or your computer. They have volume. I don't know what's going on. Okay, thank you all. Okay, somebody tell Brenda to check her volume keys or her mute key on her whatever she's watching on. So Tina's here, but I don't know if I'm going to use the pink or not. I got some flamingo pink, but it's a clear. It's like a transparent. Well, hello, Roxy. I haven't seen you in a while. Anyway, oh, phooey. I'm gonna do 8 ounces. And if I have any left over, I have a couple of things that need to be clear coated. Because I'm not going to mix up. Hi, Catherine. I don't know if she's going to know who you're talking about if you say Mima said. I don't know if she's going to know that I'm Mima. But thank you for telling her. Yeah, that's my new nickname now, everybody. Blair calls me Mima because I'm a grandma, and I call her a young whippersnapper. Hi, Gina. There we go. Okay, that's 4. Now let me bring it up to 8. Okay. Anyway, hello, Tish. Yeah, howdy, howdy, neighbor. Yep, see? Tish has got a nickname. I got a nickname. Jason's got a nickname. The Fairy Killer. Tish, we got to come up with a name for Blair. Oops. I can't see my clock. We got to come up with a nickname for the... Hey! No, not DOC fams. This is the DFD squad, Joe. I'm glad you got it fixed, Brenda. Anyway, it's nice to see you here, Joe. And, I wanted to tell you, Sweet Pea, I really, really love that bowl that I saw that you made. I'm going to start, that's okay, Joe. That's okay. You live in the 420 state. We'll forgive you for that reason. That's fine. That's fine. Your phone was possessed? Yeah, mine does that too. So anybody that's here, click on Sweet Pea's name. It's only one video, but she just did. Hello, Jason, aka Fairy Killer. Jason, we got to come up with a nickname for Blair, okay? I've been calling her Young Whippersnapper, but because she calls me Mima. But we got to come up with a nickname for her. Now, I don't know how these colors are going to look. I'm going to be using some Color Obsession Transparents. And I'm going to be using some Just Resin Titanium White and some Just Resin Disc Gold. And I want to have a little bit of it clear. Yes, I agree. And in case anybody's wondering, Jason calls the Artist Haven Blossom. Just so you don't think there's a person in here that you can't see. Okay, what I am making. There's Alexis. Okay, what I'm making is I'm making some coasters. Okay, and these aren't going to take that long. And then I got a couple of coasters. They were in the thumbnail that I'm going to sand the edges on. To show you how I sand them and how I this is Stone Coat's Art Coat that I'm mixing. It's got the longest working time out of any. I have seen people do it for an hour, hour and a half, up to 2 hours. So this is and it's really, really good. Yeah, I got these coaster molds. The link's down below the video. I am an Amazon associate, so if you click on the link, and you buy them through that link, or you buy anything once you click on the link, you know, even if you don't buy the molds, if you buy anything, I get credit for it. So that's a poor Sweet Pea. Well, it's Sweet Pea. It's not on 1% anymore, is it? Okay. Let me get these into the cups. Wait a minute. I should do it over here so I don't accidentally spill them. I'll bring each cup over as I put color in it. Okay, that's going to be a white. That's going to be the gold. See, I want to have some clear to where you can see through the coaster. Oops, that's a little bit too much there. Okay. Yeah, I probably mixed up too much, but that's okay. Like I said, I've got a couple things to clear coat sitting around here. Okay, let me empty this cup a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put my clear up there. Let me do, okay, this is the only powder I'm using. So I'm going to put the powder in one of them. This is the Just Resin Bright Gold powder, pigment powder. And when you put powder on top of the resin, what you do is you stir it really slowly. Okay, now that it's all wet in there and wet, see if you, and here is the Just Gold. Okay, now let me do, no it isn't, Joe. It isn't. Okay, there we go. I got them about at the end of this jar because it is so messy. Okay, I'll put you in there. You got farted on bad, huh? Your German Shepherd is eating your dill pickle potato chips. Oh my goodness. See what happens? I got it all over the outside of the jar. And now I got it all over my gloves. But that's what these little t-shirt rags are for. Cleans your gloves right off. I doubt I'm going to get my gloves sticky. Oh, I didn't see Elisa here. Hi, Elisa. Oh, my whole squad's here, huh? Okay. What's our squad goals? Anybody know what our squad goals are? Or is everybody going to keep talking about the buffering? That's okay if you talk about it. That's okay. Yeah, Amber, that was happening to me last night during Tish's. I don't know. I have no idea what's wrong with it. It's just a YouTube glitch. That's all I can say. Our squad goals are make art. That's our squad goals. Right, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, when you open these, you've got to be a little careful because it can try to squirt out from underneath the cap. I had the eyedropper in there. I don't know how much I'm going to need. Now these are transparent. No matter how much I put in there, it's always going to be transparent. Yep, that's what she said, Joe. Yep, exactly. Well, hello, Carol. Carol, you'd be very, very proud of me. I had a very, very, very healthy lunch today. I fried up some Johnsonville brats. They had cheddar cheese in them. And, thanks, Gina. And I had, black beans and rice as a side. No veggies, but that means that I had no, jalapeno poppers either, because that's what I consider my veggies. Since I have about, I don't even want to count how many I got in my refrigerator. Okay, now you can see how you can still see the stick through this. It's a little transparent. I'm not going to do the purple. I'm going to do some of the pink. You can hear that. It's been a while since I've had this open. Come on. See, I don't want to pull too hard. But I want to use the pink just for Tina. Okay, thank you, Lisa. Ah. I'm afraid of pulling too hard and having it go all over me. Well, guess what? I don't think, no, we're not going to have any pink. Because I don't, I can always do some of this, neon pink, which blows out the camera. I can always do some of this. This is another powder, so I'll put it on top, and then I'll mix it very, very slowly. So I don't get it to poof back in my face and fart on me. Because my unicorns love to fart. Oh, I'm so sorry, Amber. Oh, hi, Karen. Haven't seen you in a coon's age. Sorry, that's the Southern girl coming out in me. See what happens when you live in Kentucky for 2 years? You end up getting a Southern accent and getting all these little Southern sayings like "bless her little heart." Okay, I'm not gonna do any more colors. Okay, I do know that on these, I wanted the outside to be blue, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of the clear, and then some of the pink, and then some more of the clear. Oh, I did want to tell you guys, oh, hi, Cynthia. I did want to tell you, Thursday, something came up. I'm still going to go live, but it might be just a little bit later. What is Thursday? Thursday's 3 p.m. I got a doctor's appointment with my foot doctor at 1:45, and hopefully he doesn't take too long. Well, Tina, and it's also I feel Southern, like a Southern girl, because all my kinfolk are from West Virginia. Okay, I'm gonna do this blue. Oh, I want to get you up there. See, this will probably be the top where all the colors are going at. I'm kind of trying to make it look like a little geode. No, he doesn't do foot massage, but because I am borderline diabetic, he's the one that clips my nails. I may have an ingrown toenail. I don't know yet. Now I'm doing a little line of clear. And then next to that, I'm going to do a line of the peach. Yeah, that's what I always say. I have kinfolk from Huntington, West Virginia. That's where my dad and my grandma are buried. I've got cousins there, but we never really got close because we grew up Because my dad was military, I grew up on the West Coast at a military base. Okay, now I'm going to add some more. Well, I can't do that because I can't reach my feet, Cynthia. But I got very, very good insurance. So usually at office visit only costs me $5 no matter what he does. Or $3 depending on what the insurance company feels like charging. Okay. This is going to look wild. This is definitely going to look wild. Okay, now I'm going to do... Oh, I was going to do the white. I want to do a little thin line of white. And then I'm going to do some gold next to it. And I will be demolding these tomorrow night on my live. Okay, now I have enough room right here to put another little row of clear in these square ones. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know what these are going to look like, but we will see. Oh, hi, Clara. Howdy, howdy, Clara. Okay. Let me put that stick back in there. I do see one or two spots where I needed to fill it in with a little bit of blue because I didn't get the blue all the way up to the edge. Looks like these over here are going a little bit uphill, and that's why everything's going this way. Okay. Now, I did find out something the other day. If you've got... Yes, I have very good insurance, Cynthia. When you're doing resin in these molds, don't use your torch. I have turned it on low and turned the temperature because you got a oh, wait a minute. Let me turn it so you can see. You got a temperature gauge right here. I'm just going over it real quick because the resin, if you put too much heat on it, the resin will stick to the sides. Okay, here's the one thing I wanted to do. I just wanted to do some little squiggles. Okay, that little guy is going to have to sit. I probably will end up pouring more into him tomorrow. Oh, I didn't know I was getting her squiggles. Okay, now I'm going to fill this one up. Wait a minute. This is not the easiest thing in the world to fill these little points on these interlocking ones. There we go. Ah, there goes my toe. Shit. Sorry. My toe will just start hurting just right out of the blue for no reason. This is why I got an alcohol rag. Okay. I wanted to do just a tiny little drizzle. Hi, Sandra. Okay. That didn't take long, Claire. I was just going to say hurry back, but I see right below, be right back. You said I'm back. Oh, by the way, hi, Big Mike. Because I don't think the boys are there, are they? Bet you got a peaceful... Well, hello, Cheryl. You got a peaceful household. The boys are back at school, I bet, huh? Okay. Let me move this gold around just a little bit. Ah, that doesn't sound like fun, Clara. Okay. I may not have any resin left. I'm kind of filling in this part right here with some clear. I do know I have to clear coat, and I may just mix up some more resin when I'm off camera. I have some coasters that were heat embossed, but I have to clear coat them because the guy wants to see them clear coated. Oh man, that toe won't quit. Okay, I don't have that much blue left, so just trying to get a little blue incorporated over the gold. I know this looks weird, but hopefully it'll look nice. And here you go, Tina. Okay, what happened? My hubby just suggested I take over one of the extra rooms for my painting. Yippee, yay. There you go. Which reminds me, and Gina brought it up a little bit ago. I'm breathing, Tish. February 8th, which is a Saturday, I'm going to be having a fire sale because if I don't start selling off some of these pieces, I'm not going to have a bedroom to sleep in. Isn't that terrible? So, I have got to get rid of a lot of paintings. So, mark your calendars. Yep, fire sale. Yep, mark your calendars, everybody. I'm going to have a lot of those bloom pours that I did that were, I call them test pieces because they're not that big. I was just testing out what it would be like. Oh, this is starting to look like a hot mess. Oh, well, that's, Brenda, I would do that too if I had a hubby that was giving me an extra room for my art supplies. That's why I live by myself, so I don't have to worry about somebody telling me where I can keep my art supplies at. Oh. The clear's moved almost all the way over. Okay. Can I get a few more drops out of there? I'm just pushing the gold up to the edge. I probably should have made more. You know, I tried to find a video or something, because these are from a company called Resin. And I was trying to find a video to where, or somebody talking about using them to where I could figure out how much I needed for each mold. Okay. Still got a little bit of orange left. Let me see if I can fill in a little bit of these holes right here with the orange. Well, hello, Flippin' Paint. That's another channel I follow. Y'all need to go check out their channel. And I know Flippin' Paint and I are in a group together too. I think the name of the group's called Flippin' Paint. Because sometimes that's what I feel like I'm doing with mine, is flipping paint. And I thought, well, that's an appropriate. Okay, let me see if I can get some of this off of here. Okay, I'm out of the neon peach red, which looks more like a pink. Okay, now, reason I wanted the clear up here is because I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. Yeah, see, I'm afraid, I don't know. I'm afraid of turning on the heat too high. Okay. I made a little mess right there on the bridge in between the two. Ah! I got a little bit of gold left. Let me see if I can push some of this up in there. Now the blower might be on high, but the heat isn't. Because you don't want to scorch. Karen, if you go to the description below, I have the links to Amazon where I got these molds, and if you use those links, you help support the channel a little bit because I get a little bit of a kickback from them. Not much, but every little bit helps, really. Okay, these are going to go to bed. Well, wait a minute. I do have a little bit more gold in here. No, I don't. I scraped all that out. Don't have any clear, don't have any white, don't have... Okay, I'm out of colors. So, I'll bring them up, but they're going to go to bed. And I probably will do some more resin on them tomorrow night. Another layer, because they're not all the way up to the side. It is kind of like a blow dryer. It still has heat. Okay, now one thing I want to do before I sit down with the coasters I'm going to sand is... Oh, I got little measles in almost all of them, but these were the ones I did last night. These two were done. Oh boy, that one's got some really big rivers in it of cracks. These two were done with the Prussian blue cell activator and a little bit of Prussian blue tint in the base paint, the pillow paint. And these two were done with the primary magenta, this one, Blair? Is this the one you're talking about here in the corner? Or this one? I don't know which one you're talking about. Anyway, these two had a little bit, had white base paint, white pillow paint, but, okay, this one. Okay, I'll text you after the live. These two had primary magenta as the pillow paint. This one, because I don't know if you can see it or not. Can you see the little cracks in there? I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one yet, but it's definitely got some cracks in it. I don't know if that has to do... Okay, now let me put you up here, get you out of the way. Okay. I do want to take my resin gloves off. I did want to put another pair of gloves on because you'd never want to handle, even though it's a hard resin piece, you never want to handle the pieces with your plain hands. These were the coasters I made a couple nights ago. And I'm going to sand down the edges and show you. Hey, oh, hi Tessie. I didn't even see you come in. Yeah, that's an idea. I could also put a little thin coat of resin on it and do some German glitter glass, because I've been wanting to do that on something. That stuff is so fine. It's yeah, it is textured. But I don't know. I might do that, or I might embellish with pens. Okay. These were the coasters that I poured the other night. I don't know if you can see the hard edge, the little lip right here. Basically, let me find I had them in number order. Okay, this is my 80 grit sandpaper. Now, if you were doing a lot of these, I would suggest that you wear a mask because of the dust. But basically, you're just going to do this right here to get rid of that hard edge and sand it down. And sometimes you can do it this way too. Because I don't know which side's going to be considered the top and which one's going to be considered the back. And for those of you that have problems with your hands like I do, I knew I was going to have to bring this out. I might have to change that, but I sometimes use my Dremel. Oh. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. It's not going to work. I thought I had just charged the battery the other day. You just want to sand the edges down. Oh! Good night, Tina. No, this one doesn't get plugged in. I charged the battery, but then I put it away, and the battery must have died while it was in the case. Okay, let me get a clean rag to clean it off. Good night, Tina. That's a good suggestion, but it would take too long. So I'm just gonna do this one. Pen. Now, I know a lot of people like to use the real fancy markers. I'm looking for a paper that I can touch it down on to make sure it's working. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Here's a paper towel right here. I know some people like to use the real fancy pens like the Pen Touch. But I'll tell you something. These Deco Art pens, I think I got these at Walmart as a matter of fact. They are really, really good. And basically, to cover up that edge. Now see, I probably should have made these coasters a little bit thicker. Now, you gotta hold it in a couple of different directions in the light, because if you don't let it dry completely before you go trying to write over it again, the wet pen will smear the ink that's on there. Oh, good night, Sandra. Oh, yes, yes, pay attention to the doggies. They want their mommy. And see, and all I just did right there was just go lightly over where I had sanded. I'm trying to bring it up here for y'all to see. Now, when you sand these, take safety precautions. You don't want to breathe the resin dust. So if you do a lot of sanding, I mean, I only sanded one, so that shouldn't be that bad, but you don't want the dust. Okay, and I just did a big boo-boo right there, but you can usually wipe it off while it's wet. That's what I like about these pens. They're pretty forgiving. Okay, and now I've gotten the two sides done, and see it, you gotta hold it in a different light to see where you might have missed. Now I'm gonna do the curved edge, but you want to kind of hold it like this so you're not touching the edge of it with your hand. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, Cynthia. Good night, Brenda. You know, Cynthia, that's one of the reasons why I left Baltimore when I did in 2001. Because we got hit with that anthrax in our mail. And my mailman would not touch the mail without rubber gloves on. So it's like, do I need rubber gloves to handle my mail? Scared me, so I left. That was all that stuff that happened right after 9/11. Now you don't want to go too fast when you're doing these little curved edges. And most of these little geode, oh, okay. Good night, Clara. I'm doing the gold on this one because the gold will fit in, but I'm going to show you on the red, I'm going to do it with a silver. And you don't need those big fancy expensive markers. And is Joe still here? Because I know Joe just did, I admire her for doing this. She just did 100 coasters and she did all the edges of them. I was very, very impressed by that. 100 coasters. And she's in a small apartment, too. Or trailer. I can't remember if it's a house or a trailer. Okay, so now you see. Oh, there she is. Yes, I was very, very impressed by, I mean, you just saw how long it took me to do just this one. Well, you can always just put it off to the side let it dry, and then, yeah, that's exactly what I was just trying to explain to them, because I've seen it before, but she brought it home to me about that. Okay, now I got two different silvers here. I think I'm going to use the same brand as the gold I just used. So this one does not really have that much of an edge. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Joe. So I'm just going to do see, I wish my Dremel was working. Stupid battery. Oh, rag. Clean off all your dust. And always make sure you're wearing the gloves, because the oil from your fingers can get all over the resin. And especially if you get it on, if you got it on the edge, you'd have a very, very hard time then to get the gold leafing on there. Thank you so much, Tish. I believe you, Joe. I believe you. Okay. I'm curious, what pen did you use, Joe, for your edges? That's cool, Flippin'. I'd love. You gonna put a video up about it? I'd love to see your Valentine's Day coasters. Now, I'm not gonna, well, I guess I should try. I was gonna say I'm not gonna do this inside edge, because when they're all interlocked together, you shouldn't be able to see it. Oh, this is not gonna be easy. This is going to be the hardest part to do right here inside this hole. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it, because when it goes together, these two parts interlock together. And you don't want to go really fast, but you don't want to go, you don't want to go too slow, because you don't want your pen uncapped for too long. And you can see that, oops, I missed a spot. You got to stay on top of me, Joe. You're allergic to paper? Oh! I don't know if I would, I thought I had some up here. I can try it later. I did not even think of that when I decided to, put the leafing on the edges. Well, it's a leafing pen. Well, it's a really metallic marker. But you don't need those big expensive, pen touch pens. I got these, I think, at Walmart. I've seen them at, well, I don't know if the Deco Art brand is at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but I do know they have this, and they have the Testors brand at, like, Home Depot and Lowe's and places, you know. So you'd be able to find it in a lot of places. See, I had to sit down for this whole thing because this toe is just killing me. Okay, like Joe said, I'm going to have to, thank you very much, Roxy. It's hard to see in there, too. But that just gives it, I think, the final touch. Now, see right there, I got a little tiny streak of it. Thank you, Cheryl. Well, like I was telling everybody earlier, I don't know if you were here or not. Thursday, I might be going just a little bit later than what my schedule says. Oh, hello, Dawn. Hello, Chuck. Hello, Rudy. Hello, Nicole. And hello, Rudy's new fiance. Usually, well, I don't know if there's enough alcohol on here or if it dried. Usually, the corner of something with alcohol on it will get rid of those little boo-boos where you accidentally touched it. Because I know I've done that when I've spray painted stuff too. Anyway, okay. So, oh, okay. Well then, hello, Catherine. Or is she going to be the new Mrs. Cater? Okay, something just fell behind me. Yeah, Thursday I will be going live, but if I'm not on at 3 o'clock, do not panic. That means I'm still at the doctor getting my little toe fixed. There we go. There we go. Got rid of where I had that little spot at. Anyway, so I will probably do the rest of these a little later. And because my Dremel died, I'm not going to even try to do this one. This one's got such sharp edges because this one was made in a freeform silicone mold. So I will put this little bad boy back on the charger. And I will, I'll either do them tomorrow night, real quick. Oh, thanks, Cynthia. Yeah, this toe, well, I've had 14 different surgeries on my feet and ankles. Well, one of them was my knee. I had a knee replacement about 3 years ago. No, I don't know if I want to use Gooby Gone on my resin. I prefer to use one of these old cloths, these with a little bit of alcohol. I got my 91% alcohol that I use. So, I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you all for coming in. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if that would work. See, I don't want something that's going to, like, break down the resin. Oh, hi, Julia. So, I'm going to let y'all go. I will be here tomorrow night at 6:30. I will probably pour another layer on those coasters real quick. And it won't be that long of a live. And if I get my battery charged on this little bad boy, then I will then I will show you how I sand these edges off, because you can see how rough these edges are. But hey, it was a cheap mold, okay? It was a homemade mold. So I'm gonna let everybody go, and I will be here tomorrow night at 6:30. I love the resin right out of you guys, okay? And y'all are awesome. And yes, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to smash that little thumb button. And you can support the channel by going down below and buying the molds through my links, or just click on the link, and anything you buy at that point on Amazon, I get a little credit for. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 6:30. So all I can say is bye for now.